So if you guys have been living under a rock like I have, you wouldn't know that there's a new client coming out called Feather Client. And I feel like there's always new PvP clients coming out, and I'm just gonna kind of review it because there was a trailer released like 5 days ago, and I'm gonna give you my thoughts and opinions on the whole thing. So if you guys would stick to the end, let's find out if this is even good or not. So I'm going to be going over what I think they try to market themselves as why you should even get the client in the first place. So the first one they try to say is they get literally double the FPS as Badlion does. And I feel like that's okay, but I doubt it's going to be that big of a change that if you are using a different client, it'll actually help you. And I feel like every client says it's an FPS booster. This isn't even public, so you can't even play on it unless you're whitelisted. So no one will even know until it's released. So right now it's currently just getting hyped up saying it'll be an FPS booster, which we don't even know if that's true or not. The next big thing they say is it's sleek and fully customizable, which is cool, I guess, but I guarantee more often than not, if anyone is playing on a launcher, they're not spending half of their time customizing what their menus really look like. And if we're talking about maybe the colors on the screen, you can kind of do that too with other launchers already. Like I can do that with Lunar Client, and you can move things around. So unless it has a more in-depth option, I'm not really sure why this is a big deal. Honestly, to me, it's not a big deal, but I guess if it's for other people, I don't know. I don't think it's that huge. So this next part is actually pretty cool. It actually has, as you can see from the screenshot, replay mod, and it says it allows you to install your own mods in the launcher. I think that'll be cool, but honestly, I feel like for the average user, it might get a little bit messy if we're able to really do that because it might break the launcher, I feel like, or people try to put their own stuff into it. Why do they even have a launcher in the first place? I mean, I don't really get that. I guess that is cool, but I just have a huge suspicion that it could break the launcher if you try to add your own mods into it. And like, if you're adding your own mods into a client, then why do we even use a client? Because the client comes pre-packaged for you to use pretty easily. It's pretty convenient. I feel like that's the point of the PvP client. But I digress. I think that's a cool feature. This is probably one of the best things they've showcased so far. I just have some suspicions. And that's pretty much all they've showcased. Like literally they didn't really do anything that stands out to me, in my opinion. And this is the trailer for it, and this has been in the works since like 8 months ago. Well, actually they did talk about this built-in voice chat, but at first I thought it was just like talking with other friends on the client. But if it's like proximity chat kind of stuff where you can go up to someone with the same client and try to use voice chat to talk to them, I think that would actually be super cool. But if it's just for something to talk to friends like Discord, people are just gonna use Discord. Like then it's stupid. Now I'm gonna be honest, and this is what I think. From a marketing perspective, it's gonna be absurdly hard to try even break into the scene because there's so many creators who are already signed with specific clients, who already have a ton of capes on those clients, and they have a ton of affiliates in that sense, because if people have capes, they want to sell their capes and continue to have people buy their product, and if they shift to a new client, they're going to lose all of their supporters or customers, and they're going to lose a ton of money. So for Feather Client to really succeed, they have to do one of two things. A, they have to contact rising YouTubers, so when they do blow up, a lot of people will be like, oh, Feather Client, that's so cool, and then they have a pretty cool content creator with. Or B, or two, they'd have to offer some kind of contract to a YouTuber to strictly promote Feather Client in hopes it would do something. But with how big Lunar Client is and how big Badlion Client is, in fact, how big Vape Client is, why would anyone go to this new client? I just see it having a hard time. Even if it is cool, people might use it for a day and then put it down and go back to what they're used to. But if it does work in the future, I'd be shocked. But I honestly don't see a huge chance of it succeeding. Anyway, I want to know what you guys think about this down in the comment section down below. Thank you guys for watching and have a fantastic day. Bye.